You have a right to be frustrated and furious. This world, this reality, is always trying to bring you to the edge. And we always resist going over the edge, don't we? Over the edge of anger, and then into hate, into complete commitment to our own aligned frustration with our own situation. The entire world that we find ourselves in is geared towards a lack of understanding of the individual, forcing the individual to go beyond himself and to limit himself. The obscure becomes the rejected. The misunderstood becomes the rejected. The broken, those who are in pain, become they who are not accepted by the majority, because we have not taken up our power again. And you have the right to take up that power again, the power that was denied to us and that we deserve back. Take it. Take that power. It is yours. Most people do not understand what they do to us. Whatever harm they cause us, it is because of a lack of understanding of who we are and how they may use their own endeavors, their own emotions to affect us. There is peace. It just seems like there isn't. Everything is in harmony, but it feels like it isn't, when in actuality it is. This is a grander network of individuals that we find ourselves in society. And society itself is not to blame, nor are those who blame us. It is just a misunderstanding that we find ourselves in contact with, in conflict with, in seeming conflict with. In reality, there is no conflict. Your power is demeaned for the sake of others. They who speak on the light side tell you to repress these emotions that you are feeling, to hold back from seeking your own personal power. But these are false identities, false assertions, and a false understanding of the way things work. The grander force is gray only because stagnation dominates most of the force. It is they who are willing to take back, for the sake of personal power, the force itself that can move everything forward. Otherwise, stagnation is the only thing that exists. Pain is an illusion. Someone slighting us is an illusion. These are things that happen in very limited circumstances, whereas the grander force exists in a much wider circumstance, much wider plane of occurrences and actions. It is up to us as individuals to choose to accept the grander understanding of the force, the grander experience of it, and to meld into it rather than resist it. Because resisting it, and resisting our place in it, and resisting the lack of understanding that exists in society, leads us only to ruin. Sit back, breathe, meditate, and accept the force as it is, not as one tries to make it. The force is conflict. The Sith know this. Warriors know this. And I am a Sith warrior. We fight because that is what we are made to do. That is our nature. That is the way things are. Those who survive the conflict are granted a greater understanding of the force and themselves. The sacrifice is all of those who are lost in the conflict, but those few who are left are the ones who completely understand the force to a greater degree than those who have been cold could ever understand or accept as being the nature of reality. This is the reason why the light side and the dark side exist, so that they can be in conflict and produce more and more sentient beings, sentient in the Force, sentient in understanding, and an acceptance is created over time that this is the way the Force is. There is no one side or the other. It is two sides in conflict. And this is how all beings transform themselves. This is the only way. I hope this has been interesting. This has been a collaboration regarding two ideas of what the Force is in Star Wars, but also the Tao itself, what Star Wars draws upon. Take the insights with a grain of salt on each side and figure out exactly what the Force is to you. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. Hope all of you have a wonderful day.